up there, everybody? Thank you and welcome to Texas Motor Speedway, playing host to round 4, the final round of the Link Engine Management Pro 2 Championship. Just outside that top spot, but that is a comfortable position for Garrett Denton. Finishing third overall in the 2019 Link Engine Management Pro 2 Championship. You still got your pajamas on. Get on over here. Garrett Denton.
Huge shout out to all of our sponsors and partners. Link ECU, Motorworks, Larry's Auto Machine, Nexon Tires, everyone that helps us out. None of this would have been possible without them. So just huge thanks to everybody. And
Yo, awesome season, by the way. I really want to thank you for everything you did for us at Motorworks, everything you did for all your sponsors as well, Koenig Wheels, Nexon Tire. You really came out swinging. I remember first time you came up to your first Pro 2 event. You remember that? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, that was St. Louis, what, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a new guy out in Pro-Am. I had only run one event before that, so I didn't know really too much what to expect. We had a brand new built car with a 2J and everything, and only had a few test runs on it. So we came out not expecting much, but then, we qualified first. We ended up finishing around second, and we met you that round, which turned out to be probably about the greatest thing for my drifting career.
Yeah, I remember there was the first time I saw Garrett and his family and his team in his car, and never had heard of him before. I was a judge for Midwest Drift Union. The guy comes off the trailer, and I've never seen somebody so aggressive right off of a trailer. You came out, you put a statement down, I said, I need that driver to be part of our team. And so time goes by, Pro 2 comes around, and then Pro 2 Formula Drift Atlanta. what had happened leading up to that?
That was a scramble. We ended up trying to find a car that off season to build, the S14 sitting behind us. It just turned into a full scramble trying to get the car done over the off season. You know, trying to get the funding together to build one of these cars is insane. And then past that, just you know, building a car like this of this caliber in a 2-car garage with just your buddies from college, it takes some time. So we ended up coming out to round 1 kind of unprepared, but you know, it was our first round of Pro 2. We didn't know what to expect, you know, in the Pro Series yet, so it was all new to us. You know, our racing transmission, our Samsonus hadn't shown up yet, so we still had a CDO9 in the car and everything. And then we were testing out a new power steering setup with the electric power steering, and then it just didn't work out. In the second qualifying run, we didn't make any practice. We drove the car, we worked on it at the Airbnb all the way up until qualifying, drove it to the track, got it teched last minute. They almost didn't let us out for qualifying, and then ended in calamity.
That's it. And so that's why I want to revisit, you know, things that happened 3 years ago with you and I, things that happened 2 years ago with, you know, with you and your team, and so where we are right now sitting in these chairs in front of the gorgeous car.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember showing up to Atlanta with, it had primer panels on it because you didn't have time to even paint the car.
Nope.
So now it's one of the best looking Pro 2 cars. The engine's reliable. The team is a team you can count on. You actually have one of the largest Pro 2 teams.
Yep.
They walk around the pits. They all have these gorgeous Circle Track inspired shirts. They look phenomenal, but you're able now, instead of repairing a vehicle, which is a hassle in itself, keeping these cars maintained is a whole thing. So now the car is maintainable and you're making the changes you need as a driver.
Yes.
So now you can add and take grip. And so seeing that growth and that progression from you really is inspiring.
Oh yeah, and that's like one of the things as a driver, just in general, like it kind of fuels you. It makes you want to keep coming back and keep coming to these events and just drive more, just to keep that progression going. Because, you know, the same way you say it, you know, I felt it too. Last year, you know, we had a really rocky start to the season. And then, you know, as the season went on, you know, when we got to Texas last year, we ended up in second place on the podium, and it was just like
surreal.
Things came together, and then we went to Irwindale and qualified first. So we were able to kind of carry that momentum, and you know, we were kind of able to carry that momentum into this season too. We had some issues with the car for the first 2 rounds with wiring harness, maybe some small tune issues here and there, but you know, once we were able to link up with the right people and get the bugs worked out, we were really able to dial in, you know, suspension, and I was able to dial in my driving way more than I could have ever done in the past.
And it shows just your advancement from, you know, just going, okay, I'm gonna give this person a gap to come on, to now I'm watching you practice, and you're practicing as if it's competition. Your driving style has changed. The car has changed, everything's changed. Speaking of change, what kind of changes are you looking at for the off season?
Ooh, I don't know. Definitely want to make some upgrades to the car, things that we weren't able to do for this season. You know, maybe find a little bit more room in the budget. Maybe we go the quick change rear end. Right now we're just on a R32 GTR diff, so you know, we don't get to change gear ratios like a lot of these guys do. You know, smaller things just to make the car easier to work on, and maybe just make it a little bit more competitive for next season.
So let's end it on the big question here. You've had a night to sleep on it. It's now Saturday. You finished the season championship in second. Are you going to do Pro 1? Third. Should have been first.
Points, but I don't know. It all depends. It's one of those, if the right offer and the right deal comes along, then definitely. I plan to be in FD for as long as I'm able to drive a car. You know, I'll be out here, gray hair, you know, old ass dude, and I'll still be driving one of these things if I can. You know, if I'm capable of doing it, I'm going to be here. So, you know, it all depends. If the right opportunity arises for next season, then heck yeah, we'll be out there.
Awesome. Again, your team, phenomenal job. Me as a Core Works representative, and you as a Core Works representative. I couldn't be happier working with someone, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Best of luck for next year.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, bud.